My name is Buqaqawuli Nobakada, and I'm a multi-dimensional visual artist focusing specifically with working with lace fabric. My art practice centers around the idea of art making as a medium for manifestation, and I was honored with the first prize of the South African focus of the Tilga Art Fund. And wow, since winning the prize, I've just been overwhelmed with support. And I mean this in like different ways. So the first way would be like the obvious material support, where I was given the tools to bring my most ambitious ideas to life. So I think prior to this expansion of my practice, I was focusing mostly in painting, and then I got to take advantage of my background in architecture through the residency that I was provided by Tilga, and it allowed me to have an assistant and to make these really elaborate architecture models and and world build through art. And I think the residency, in addition to it being a space to create, was also an environment where I got to have more in-depth engagement with other artists, curators, writers as well, to equip me with the tools to speak about the work. Because we don't create art in a vacuum. We also need to consider the environment that this art is going to live in. And I think that I got to have very direct interactions and crit sessions and conversations with people who transferred those language tools to me, and that was all because of Tilga. We also had like a beautiful writing salon sort of thing at the Johannesburg Art Gallery at the end of the residency, which was again like a way where I got to sort of decide how I wanted to present my work. I think oftentimes as artists, like, we're taught that all you do when you're done with the work is an exhibition, and it's just white walls and the art. But this time it was very different. It was like a beautiful long table, lunch, and we had readings sent out and had a lot of very in-depth conversations about the work. And I was really honored and affirmed. The other big part of the support is the community. So the Tilga community has made art feel so much less solitary for me, even after the residency program is done. Like, for example, when I was exhibiting in London, people from Tilga, representatives from Tilga, came to support the show. I've exhibited in Nigeria and wasn't able to go to the show, but people from Tilga who are in Nigeria, even those who are not based in Nigeria, who are able to fly down, went to see the show. And this happens in various countries as well. It wasn't just something that I got to have the privilege of experiencing. And we all do that for each other. So if I'm somewhere or in another country, I can always drop a message on our online community and find out who I can go visit and who I can go speak to. I've also been introduced to so many people who are part of other components of the art ecosystem through this way of working and engaging with each other. Like, I've met curators, gallerists, writers, not just in Joburg, like when I was having my residency, but in the global art community as well. And I think it's incredibly beautiful because your art doesn't stop once you've finished making the artwork. There's so many things to consider, especially as you grow and develop as an artist and your career begins to expand and change. There's decisions you need to make about where your art is going to be shown and with who. You can't just accept everything and anything anymore. And it's really wonderful to have access to people who know more about those things than I, so that I can be protected and so that I can navigate my practice with integrity. And I think that the Tilga art community has given me so much room for that. And also Wale has seriously become such a mentor. And in any areas where he maybe didn't know anything or knew somebody with more information about something that I needed to know about, then I was given access to those people. So yeah, it's just like a warm environment of guidance and mentorship and family. The other thing that I think is really beautiful as well is access to other residencies and other art prizes. So it's almost like the Tilga Art Fund and the Tilga community isn't simply about the Tilga community. On our little online sort of group chat that we all have, where we all speak to each other, all the other artists are constantly sending different art prizes or different other residencies wherever they feel that someone in our community might be eligible, which makes it so much easier because I also found out about the Tilga Art Prize through another artist sending it to me. So now when I'm in a community where that is happening constantly, it makes things so much easier. It makes it easier for me to make art with the lighter mind because these things are now like easier for me, so it's not as stressful and I don't feel as out of the loop as I did before. So yeah, I feel a sense of ease and a deep honor and privilege to be part of this very beautiful community. Also, like, outside of helping us navigate the opportunities that we already have, I think a beautiful thing that the Tilga Art Fund also does is create opportunities with us. So for example, early on this year, there was a beautiful exhibition during the Investor Cape Town Art Fair for the South African artists, and it was in collaboration with the Southern Guild Gallery, and it was a lovely show. It was part of the Investor VIP program, and we had a curated group of collectors coming in and out, people from museums from across the globe and South Africa. I met so many people, and it was just incredibly beautiful. So I think it's not just about navigating the opportunities you already have. I think we make opportunities as well. Even with the residency, where I was asked how would I want to close off the residency, and we had never had a writing salon before, but we got to make it up together, and then it came to fruition and it was beautiful. So it's a very supportive community, but in a very honest and non-aggressive way. It's almost it's like almost collaborative, like we're working together, and I think that's an incredibly honorable thing.